One of the first things that comes to mind at Easter time are the decorated eggs. The people of the Ukrainian tradition have been decorating eggs for thousands of years. The Canisius College Video Institute visited Luda Sioko to find out more about this tradition.
We call it in Ukrainian the spisanki because why? We write on the egg and then we have all colors. We call it spisanki, and every lady has their own design. Every region of Ukraine has their own colors. Like you see, this is repeated. This is the oldest tradition for Easter eggs. Easter holidays in villages, children have Easter eggs all over, and they are going by the church and running and singing all Easter songs and playing with the eggs. Here was church, and here was our garden and our house. So from in the morning we were going to church for resurrection, and then whole day we were playing by the church, singing and walking around and running around the church. People used to exchange, by the church they used to exchange those Easter eggs. One did this one, this one, this one. It was fun. Why the Ukrainians pick up Easter egg, or the symbol of life? Because from this egg, a little chicken will come. So the symbol for life.
To learn how to decorate the eggs, Luda Sioko visited a man from Ukraine who had taught himself this tradition.
That we learned from him. A lot of women learned from him. He was from Hutsu region, from Carpathian Mountains. And while he was in Germany, somebody showed him that they have eggs. And he was embarrassed that he doesn't know how to do them. So he came home and he started to do them. And he learned, and he teach all of us.
Luda explains the process of dyeing the eggs, which includes alternating drawing with wax and then dipping the egg in dye.
You put first white lines, okay? Then you dip in egg in yellow dye. Then you cover whatever you want yellow. Then you put in a little red or orange. Then you cover the other color, but you want orange or red. And then the last time you put black or maroon. I used to have one candle and pen. I used to warm a little pen, then put in wax, and then draw. You must always put a little figure. Then you will have good line. See? You light the candle, easy, warm eggs, and wipe the wax. Because you don't leave this wax on egg. You have to warm up and wipe. Because you could not wipe when it's not warm. So I used to do like this, or put in, I never put in the oven, but some people do. And wipe this wax, and you have an Easter egg already.
Lambs are a universal symbol of Christ, and the Polish have been carving butter lambs to celebrate his rebirth for years. Sister Mary Marcin Borowiak from Villa Maria College showed us how these lambs are made and spoke more about the traditions surrounding the butter lambs.
Part of the whole tradition of the butter lamb also is part of a larger thing called, what we call in Polish, święconka, which is the blessed food. So it's the priest blesses the food on Holy Saturday: meat, herbs, wine, butter, bread, and this is the centerpiece of it, the butter lamb. I think that before we even speak about this tradition, we have to go back to what's the meaning and what is this all part of. This isn't only, it isn't only about the butter lamb, it's about the whole concept of Easter and the idea of the Paschal lamb. We have just come off Lent, and in the earlier days, people were very strict in their fasting, especially not using any butter products. That's part of the reason that we're commemorating it with a butter lamb. The lamb also is a symbol of Christ. The whole Paschal mystery, the whole Passover from death to life. We are in the midst of that right now as we go through the Triduum of the Church. So, first of all, it is important as a symbol of our faith. That's number one. If we do a tradition just for tradition's sake, then it has no meaning. It has to have some purpose behind it. That being said, tradition is also very important because tradition is what makes us who we are, what differentiates us one from another. If we hold to some of our traditions, but we continue to give it the meaning that we have behind the traditions, then they have value. Traditions are important for us to hand down. It's, again, who we are. It is something that makes us unique. It is a symbolic gesture, but it's also a way of embodying our faith. It makes me mindful of the Paschal mystery. It makes me mindful of that Christ died and Christ is risen. It also gives me pleasure that I'm able to do something that other people can enjoy.
You can find both the Easter eggs and butter lambs at the Broadway Market in Buffalo. For years, the people of Buffalo have visited the Broadway Market to purchase their special Easter goods. A couple of vendors spoke about how important this market is to keep these traditions alive, and how it has become a tradition in itself for some people to come to the market on Easter.
There used to be a wonderful Polish community here, so it started off with being a Polish Broadway market. And it's been going on for many, many years. This market is over 100 years old. And so it's just tradition after tradition. It starts with the grandma and grandpa to mom to dad, and people just carry on a tradition, and they come back every year and they share it with their families and friends, and it's just a fun thing to do. Lots and lots of goodies that people tend to buy to put into their Easter basket. Like the placek, which is the Polish coffee cake. They buy Easter eggs, many other additional things that are wonderful for Easter. Like I have Polish pottery, which is wonderful. We have Polish Easter cards. People send Easter cards to Poland. Polish t-shirts and aprons with fun messages on them, like the Pierogi Queen or Polish Princess, or things like that, hats and scarves. Here we have crowds of people come in with their families, with their friends, hustling, bustling. You smell the food. It's just a wonderful, wonderful tradition.
Polish tradition is really big in Buffalo, so to have a nice bakery with all the things from Poland in it really brings back people's memories of wherever they came from. For Easter time, we sell most of our most traditional Polish items, which is the placek, which is our coffee cake bread, and then our pierogies and all our different kind of babkas and breads.
It's just a wonderful, wonderful tradition during Easter time here.